Hi, this is Tim of the 1916 Company. Welcome and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email me, Team Mosso at the1916company.com for purchase pricing and availability questions concerning this watch. And this watch is a bit of a unicorn. You're going to have a hard time finding another Rolex Certified Pre-Owned Oyster Perpetual like this one. You're looking at the 116034-904L stainless steel case and bracelet with a white gold fluted bezel and the much sought Concentric dial. The Concentric dial was famous for appearing on Rolex Air Kings and Oyster Perpetuals from the mid through late 2000s, and this is an M serial number circa 2008, so it's right in the heart of that period. We'll talk more about the dial in a moment. Let's talk about the exterior. 36 millimeters in diameter. You can see it's 11.5 millimeters thick lug-to-lug, 44 millimeters end link to end link. It's 45.8 millimeters. That is the total distance across the wrist with a 20 millimeter spacing between the lugs. We'll throw it on my wrist, which is 16 centimeters in circumference. And you can see it wears quite nicely. Comfortable, flat, flush, low enough to fit underneath a dress cuff or sleeve. Now my wrist is 16 centimeters, but you can see how much space I've got on each side. The down the barrel angle is always the truest. And you can see even over the top, there's no sign that the lugs are even coming close to the edge of my wrist. And this is the angle that exaggerates the width of the watch across the wrist. So I can recommend this for a wrist of 13.5 centimeters circumference. It's for him, it's for her, it's for everyone. The watch features a mostly brushed oyster bracelet, and that's always been a characteristic of the Oyster Perpetuals. Let me get my glove back on here for your viewing pleasure, keeping everything upscale. So we have satin center links, a conforming end link to mate it cleanly to the case. We do have polished outer faces, and you can see them here, as well as removable links fixed in place by screws. We have a clasp that features a debossed Rolex 5-point coronet, typical of a Oyster Perpetual with media blast interior. You can see we have a lift lock system with a bar that interlocks with a hook internally, and then these two things snap shut. It's actually not as simple as it looks. There is a degree of articulation here, and just pulling it will not open it. It's not a friction fit system. You have to lift, unlatch, and unlock. And then if you look inside the clasp, you can see these don't have easy link, but we do actually have 3 pairs of divots inside the clasp, so you can re-anchor the spring bar and change the anchoring point of the bracelet to fine-tune the fit. 904L steel here is used. It's a type of high nickel content steel that if exposed to sweat, sea salt, even certain acids, it will not corrode if it isn't rinsed. So you can take this swimming in the ocean, not rinse it, and not worry about the kind of corrosion that can befall 316L stainless steel if it's not rinsed. It is a oyster case, screwed in case back. We have a twin lock crown in steel. That's what the little slash means. Screwed down crown, 100-meter water resistance. What makes this different is most of the OPs and Air Kings that feature the Concentric dial also feature some sort of a domed steel bezel. And so here we have fluted white gold. So when you see fluting on a Rolex bezel, not to be confused with the engine-turned bezels, but fluting means precious metal. Traditionally, it meant some variety of gold. Today, there will also be fluted platinum bezels, but historically, it would have meant gold. It always means precious metal. And so this is technically what Rolex would call white Rolesor. It sounds like an alloy, but it just means the coincident appearance of steel and gold alongside each other if that gold is white gold. Now, the dial is interesting because it's one of the most expressive Rolex dials of the last quarter century. You've got this center, which has, I'm not going to describe it as azurage, but it is very similar to azurage. We have circular gadroons that are polished as bright as a hubcap, and it does have depth and texture, so it's not brushed like a sunburst. We've got white gold crown, tri-Arabic numerals. It's actually a variant of Explorer dial, and then white gold hands to match. We'll do a quick loom shot so you can see the watch in the dark, and it's actually quite well loomed. Although a lot of tri-Arabic Rolex watches of the period, and even through the mid-2010s, would have featured non-loomed tri-Arabic numerals. These are in fact loomed. What's also intriguing here is that the usual text that can runneth over in big blocks on a Rolex dial here is round robin, so it has no real beginning and no real end. Oyster Perpetual Superlative Chronometer, officially certified Oyster Perpetual Superlative Chronometer, and so on. We have bubble style printed numerals every 5 minutes, and you can see that the numerals themselves have a polished top profile. It's very subtle, but it's there. The hands are half faceted for better contrast against the dial base, and if you look carefully, you can see that a brushed sunburst is applied underneath the hour and minute track, that we have more of a sort of matte silver for the round-robin text track, and then the gadroons at center, giving this watch a very unique look. Inside caliber 3130, bidirectional automatic winding, 4 hertz, 48-hour power reserve, 31 joules, 5-position adjusted, COSC certified Swiss chronometer. It has a hand-formed Breguet overcoil hairspring, so no matter what position on your desk at night or your wrist during the day, it will keep very consistent time. It is not positionally susceptible to gravity and the effect gravity can have on a flat hairspring. This is an overcoil. It doesn't have that problem. It's also braced against shock with a full balance bridge and a free-sprung balance. The free-sprung balance also allowing very precise adjustment of the system, the better to earn that chronometer certification. It does have stop seconds, so if I screw this crown out and I pull the crown out, then I can stop the seconds end and set the watch to a reference time. Reach out to Team Mosso at the1916company.com for purchase and pricing details of this Rolex Certified Pre-Owned Oyster Perpetual.